Hey, what is going on, everyone? Welcome back to Plastic Addict. I've lost track of the episodes. There's so many of them. I think this is episode 19. But today you might be able to see we got a little bit of something in frame. Today we're doing a in the bag, baby. So yeah, I'm super excited for this. I know a couple people have requested a in the bag, and so I'm gonna show you guys because yeah. I think it's super cool, and I know y'all love it too. So let's get right into it. All right, so first of all, I want to mention the bag. The bag is the Pioneer from Atlas Disc Golf Supply. I'll leave a link in the description. This bag is great. Holds up amazingly, super lightweight. This disc golf bag holds as many discs as your average disc golf bag, but at a price that is a lot more affordable. So definitely go check this out. Links will be in the description. So yeah. All right, let's go accessories first. First off, we got the towel here. Foundation disc golf towel. Can't go wrong. And then I think in here we've got a whale sack. Gotta keep the hands dry. In here we got some trash. And we got a That's It bar. Gotta have snacks on the course, you know, can't go wrong. We also got this Foundation sports sack, older one. Those are also on the website, go check those out. And then next up, we've got a mini. This is actually from Dan Lazinski, one of our customers at Foundation. He sends us these minis out, little epoxy minis. So that's what I carry on this side. And moving to this side, we've got the old Foundation logo mini. And let's see what we got on this side. This side, we've got two rip decks because I like to have fun on the course. So yeah, and then this bag also has two water bottle pockets, if you guys can see that. And they hold up to 32-ounce water bottles. So all those big boys, they'll hold all your water. They'll hold all of it. So let's move right along. Let's move into the top pouch here. First of all, we've got the Innova Stud. This guy's been my workhorse flippy putter. Just throw it on hyzer, flip it up. Or if I just need something that's gonna really turn over, this disc is great for those sticky situations. So Innova Stud there. And then what I've been putting with recently is the Latitude 64 Hope. And I've got two of these bad boys. And I have really been liking this disc. It feels almost like a P2, a shallower P2. And that's why I like it. Pretty much the same profile as the P2. Fits really good in the hand. And yeah, I don't plan on switching anytime soon. But Latitude 64, first run, hope. And then, so next up we'll move down to our utility. I've got the Captain's Raptor. This guy's looking beat up because I use it so much. Very good disc. Wonder Bread stamp, of course, blue. And yeah, it's a great, super overstable Raptor. Great to have it in the bag. And then next up, we're gonna move on to putters. We've got 5 approach putters. And yeah, I like all these. So first up we got here, we've got a Get Freaky Zone. If you don't have one of these in your bag, you're really missing out. Great overstable approach disc. I love the flex. That flex, it feels good. Really overstable. Great zone option for you. Next up, we've got the Photon Zone. This thing is beat to crap. Yeah, this thing is just, there's so many dents and dings. It's baseline. It's supposed to change in the UV light to purple. I don't think it does that anymore just because of how warped this thing is. But it's a great straight zone for me. So I love the zone on the forehand. I hate it on the backhand. If you throw a zone with the backhand, leave a comment that says you do, because I don't know very many people that do. So I want to know who you are. Anyway, I love it on the forehand, just a straight zone, really good. Next up, we've got the Special Edition Cosmic Neutron Pilot, and this is a really good disc that's just a overstable putter. It's literally just an overstable putter. There's a lot of discs like this. I just like how this feels, and it's blue, so yeah, it's got that going for it. There's no attachment to this disc though. Overstable putter. Overstable putter. Next up, we've got the Casaplast Berg. And this guy, I just put this in the bag actually. This guy's a 1-speed. I haven't, as you can tell, I haven't really thrown it. I haven't thrown it too much. But it doesn't have very many dings or dents or anything. But the thing that fascinates me is that it feels good on the forehand, but also feels good on the backhand. So if I really end up liking this disc, it will replace a couple putters in my bag. It is a 1-speed though. I wish it was a little faster, not gonna lie. But it is really good for those like if I wanna like rip a shot with a putter, this thing's only going like 200 feet. So, pretty solid. I love it. I love it. Next up, we've got, this is probably one of the, there's like 3 discs that aren't blue in my bag. And yeah, you're probably wondering like, Silas, like, are you obsessed with blue? And I'd say to that, yeah, a little bit. Anyway, we've got the R Pro Pig right here. This thing's actually white, so like it almost counts as blue. But somebody dyed this for me and sent it over to us to be on the Mailbag podcast. And if you haven't checked that out, go check it out. But somebody dyed this for me, and I don't know who you are because Hunter or Trevor never told me your name. And so if you dyed this for me, comment that you did, because I want to know. This thing is sick though. I've been loving the Pig. Just put it in the bag a little while ago. I love it for the forehand, just a straight forehand. That's what this Pig is. And I haven't really thrown it on backhand. It doesn't feel the greatest for the backhand, but it's a good straight forehand disc. That's all the putters. Now let's move on to mid-ranges. And this, I have 3 mid-ranges. I'm not a mid-range guy. I'm not. But first off, we've got the Discraft Soul. This thing has been in my bag since day one. This thing is just a workhorse, flippy mid. This thing is beat in. I love it. I love it. There's no reason to take it out of the bag. It's a great flippy mid-range for me. And it was given to me by a friend, and it's been in my bag ever since. First run Soul. First run. So, yeah, I love it. Discraft Soul. Next up, we got, this is a brand new addition to the bag, given to me by Brody Smith. And this is a Vanessa Van Dyken Meteor. This is the 2021 Tour Series. And this is great for just like those 250-foot straight shots. I'm throwing this guy. I'm pulling this out, throwing it into the chains. This is going in the chains. This is a chain seeker. I love this thing. It's a great disc. I love the feel. It feels almost like a Buzz SS. And finally, probably the best looking, I can't say that. I can't say that. I have all blue discs in my bag. I can't say that. Probably one of my favorite discs in the bag right now is this Buzz. This is just a Z Buzz. This is my overstable. This is a super overstable run of Buzz. This is a Pastry Dyes, dyed by Pastry Dyes. Super cool disc. When you think of Buzz, you don't think of super overstable, but this guy is stable, super stable. Yeah, overstable guy. And this thing's sick though. I love the dye on this. Yeah, thank you, Pastry Dyes. That's all the mid-range. I only have 3 mids. I either throw putters or fairways usually. I'm not really a mid guy. But yeah, on to fairways. Let's get into it. So, we'll start with the most probably overstable here. And that's actually changed. we've got the Raptor. And if you guys haven't checked out the Foundation versus the Nation video on the main channel, go ahead and give that a watch. That was a really fun video. So shout out to everyone who made it there and participated in that. But if you watch that video, I was throwing this all over the place. This is just an ESP Raptor. But I love it. Just an overstable forehand disc. It's great. This one's starting to get a little straighter. So I've now put the Z Swirl Metallic Foundation stamped Raptor in the bag, Raptorious. And this thing, it's overstable. Like I said, my ESP one's getting a little straight. Throw this in the bag just for that overstable shot. And yeah, love this disc. And that's probably one of my most thrown discs in the bag right now. Next up, we've got a First Run Era from Finish Line Discs. I love this plastic. It feels great. It really does. I love this disc for the overstable fairway driver, pushing like 275, 300 with this guy. And it's just a great disc. I love how this feels. It feels like the 400 or 500 plastic, one of those from Prodigy. Feels solid though. And shout out to Drew Gibson. Made a good disc, man. Made a good disc. I love that mold. And then I love to throw that also on the backhand. I'll start to specify that. Raptor is a forehand disc. This guy, the Era, is a backhand disc. The Falk right here, I say Falk. I think it's technically Falk. I say Falk. All right, up next we've got the Casaplast Falk. This is in their K1 plastic. We recently got Casaplast in the shop to sell, and this stuff has been great. I love this disc for the flippy fairway driver slot. If I put this flat out there, it'll turn and turn over. If I throw this with a little bit of hyzer, it'll flip up and it'll just ride straight. So super cool disc. Love this disc for like that 275, 300 feet kind of distance there. But yeah, the Casaplast Falk. Really good disc. Love that on the backhand. I haven't thrown it forehand, but I don't think I would like it forehand. It would be way too flippy on the forehand. So next up, this is a forehand disc. This is an ESP Stalker. And yeah, this guy, I just recently put in the bag. I love it for the forehand. It's just a straight, I feel this is a pretty stable stalker, but I love it for the straight forehand. It doesn't go as far as the Raptor, nor is it as overstable, but yeah, this is just for the straight shots, like 300 feet straight shot, boom. That's what I'm going to for the forehand, that is. So those are all the fairway drivers that I have in my bag. Now let's move on to distance drivers. All right, so distance drivers, we got a bunch. And ask me why, I have no clue. So you say, Silas, you throw like max distance 350 feet and you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 distance drivers? Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, we got the Avenger SS first of all. Crystal Avenger SS, Battle for Bedford. Love it on the backhand. I haven't thrown it forehand. Usually throw it about 300 feet. Pretty kind of overstable for Avenger SS, but Avenger SS nonetheless. Next up, we got Thrashers. We got 2 Thrashers in the bag. We got this ESP Swirl that I kind of throw it flat on backhand. It just kind of holds straight. It doesn't really fade. And then we've got this Janus Thrasher that throw it straight and it'll turn over. This is one of the custom runs we did, or custom stamps we did a few months back while we were still at the old warehouse. But yeah, I love this disc. Really beat in. Yeah, I like it. But nothing more, nothing less. Here we go. Next up, Big Z Crank, baby. I used to throw this disc when I first started out. It was one of those discs that I just saw at Play It Again Sports and was like, hey, this looks cool, and so I bought it. And I couldn't really use it because it was super overstable and I didn't know how to throw discs at the time, but now I do. And kinda. Now I do. And so, yeah, this is brand new in the bag. Don't know how it flies, but it's in the bag. And yeah, I would love to throw it. Just haven't gotten the chance yet. Next up, this is probably the max. This is probably my max distance. If I want max distance, I go to this. Discraft Glow Metallic Z Glow Metallic, I believe. Nuke SS. Flippy, but it'll fight out of it. So it'll turn and then it'll fight out of it. Great for those S turns. And yeah, super good disc that I'm loving so far. And then next up, we've got the Wraiths. And I've got a DX Wraith that's super flippy that I love to just put on a hyzer, flip up, push about 300, 310, somewhere in there. And then next up, my Halo Wraith. This thing I love for the forehand, super beefy. I'm talking max beef. This thing is super beefy. Oh, love it on the forehand, just to push out there. Probably get it like 325, somewhere in there. Love it on the forehand. And then the last disc we have is the ESP Hades, and I love this disc. And this disc is a more stable run. Kind of got a little bit of a dome to it. And love this disc just for a straight shot, put it out there. Kind of has a little bit of fade at the end. So not as flippy as your normal Hades, but yeah, that is all the discs I have in the bag. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and you know, most of my discs are blue, and that's all right because I love blue. I love blue. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for watching. And if you enjoyed this video, give it a like. If you're not subscribed yet, subscribe. And we'll see you guys in the next one.